Welcome back to another Madden 19 tips and tricks video. Today we're going to be focusing on the defensive side of the ball with my updated, most frustrating coverage defense. Now this video is quite a bit long. There are timestamps in the description for each key part of the video, and it's going to cover a wide variety of skill sets from beginner to advanced players. So hopefully you're able to take away something from this video. If you do, make sure you hit that like button, and if you like what you see, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Now what you shouldn't do is don't be the mediocre player that goes down below and tries to get in a pissing contest with me and prove like you could dot up my defense even though you've never played against me. Probably don't do that. I have years of experience of playing Madden at a competitive level. If you guys are still skeptics of the defense, on the top of the screen we're gonna have a gameplay using this defense exclusively in it. It's not on the top of the screen. I haven't uploaded it yet, okay? Give it a few days. Anyways, we're gonna encourage a constructive comment section. So down below, if you actually have questions regarding the coverage, how to do certain things, let me know down there. I'll be answering every question. I want the most constructive comment section of all time down there. Now, if I do opt out of answering a question because it's exclusively in my ebook, it just means it's something I don't want to give away for free. I do have an ebook in the description of this video. It's for $6.99. A lot of you guys know about this. A ton of you guys already have it. If you do like it, make sure you let me know down below. Basically, it's my actual defense that I run online with my blitzes, my coverages, over an hour of written tutorials and PDFs for both Xbox and PS4 users that'll walk you through everything. And actually the coverage defense that we're doing today, we have the blitz in the ebook that goes along with it. So if you liked what you saw today, it's definitely a good idea to take that game even in the next level with the ebook. Anyways, another reason why I give this away for free right here is because I don't want to give away super glitchy things that kind of ruin the online game. A lot of you guys don't like that. For free. So today we're gonna get into the defense. So what I'm doing playbook wise, I've got a stock 4-3 book. I've got my favorite, the Jacksonville Jaguars. We're going to be using 4-3 normal, which is in every 4-3 book. However, the Jags also has 4-6 normal, nickel normal, and dollar. That's why I really like the Jags. But we're going to be working out a 4-3 normal for this most frustrating coverage defense. Offensively, I've got Patriots, so I've got Gun Bunch and Trip Sight End. Probably the best book in the game offensively. I actually run New Orleans. Side note, actually also just released an offensive scheme video. Check that out if you're in need of offense. But yeah, we're going to go against a few common setups that people love to run online and spam. Anyways, to start things off, while I'm hovering over 4-3, I'm going to click right bumper. Basically brings me to a substitution menu. I want my corners at safety. And this is because I'm going to be using them in man coverage a lot when I'm adjusting my coverage. I put my safeties at corner, by the way, too. So I just flip them. They just exchange. So we've got Cody Davis and Tayshaun Gibson right here. And then we got Jalen Ramsey and AJ Boye at safety. I put my safeties in man coverage a lot. I want high speed, high man coverage guys there. So we got Boye and Ramsey. I'm actually going to flip Ramsey and Boye quickly. I just, for whatever reason, would prefer to have a little bit more hit power on my left side of the field when I'm facing Gun Bunch. Don't ask why, okay? It's stupid. Anyways, then you want your best user linebacker at your left and right outside linebacker positions. You want your best coverage linebacker at middle linebacker. So I'm actually just going to put Miles Jack at the right of screen outside linebacker, Leon Jacobs at middle, and Telvin Smith at left of screen outside linebacker. Now that we're all done with the substitutions, I'm going to click into the formation, and you can run really any play because we're going to adjust so much off it, but I'm going to stick with cover 2 press every single time. The reason why, when my opponent finishes their play, they're going to look and see cover 2 press. They're going to think, oh, he's running cover 2. But basically, I'm disguising my coverage every time. I will never run what that play art shows. And today we're going to go through 3 setups that you can use with this cover 2 press. But really, it's one of them's cover 2, one's cover 3 cloud, and one of them's cover 4 with double cross, man. It's there's some pretty sick setups for coverage. But anyways, cover 2 press is the play call for us. Again, the blitz is in the ebook, though. We're going to go against Gun Bunch to start it off, and we'll just go against Pat Sale because that's people's least favorite play to face. I don't know why. It's a good play. It's probably the best play in Madden, but like if people spam it, it's really easy to stop. You know, the way I do it is a shell that looks like this. Basically, if you get man coverage with Boye on that post route, snap it. Look at this post route, just get bagged. Like, I'm not covering the rest of the play, by the way. I'm just showing the post. Post route just gets absolutely toasted. With high man coverage, high speed guys in mutt, it's not going to get burnt on a cross man. Not at all. Someone slow like Boye and Regs, maybe. But, yeah, regardless, that's the way I defend Pat Sale. Really easy, right? Anyways, setup number 1 of the play. We're going to go with the stock cover 2 middle linebacker in a deep blue. You can user either linebacker. You can also put one linebacker in a hard flat and keep Telvin Smith in the middle. This is the shell for you guys who are curious. So we've got just a stock cover 2, Miles Jackson a hard, and Telvin Smith is going to be my user. The way this ball would get snapped, we're actually going to get really good heat too. Oh my gosh, and just cover everything. Look at it, just the heat's flying in. That's why it's in the ebook, but my gosh. This is a stock setup for you guys who are just learning quick adjustments. So the way I would quick adjust this right here to get everything where I want it to be is, first off, I have to get Leon Jacobs in a deep third. The way I'm going to do that is clicking right bumper twice. That adjusts my linebackers. Leon Jacobs is Y. I click Y, and then middle third is left stick up. Boom. Look at that. He's in a deep third now. I didn't even leave Telvin Smith. I'm still on him. Now, if I want to get Myles Jack in a hard flat on that right side, all I do is right bumper twice again because it's a linebacker. A for Myles Jack, and then left on the left stick. That puts him in a hard flat. And again, we just watch the setup right here. It's not a stock. I just run stock Pat Sale. It's not a setup people would actually run online. I'm just more showing this for the sake of showing it. But again, if you're new to quick adjustments, start practicing getting both those in their respective zones. You can do it pretty dang quickly. It's not super hard. It's just quick, nice and easy. And then you just use the middle of the field with your linebacker, baiting and taking away routes. And thankfully, because of 4-3 normal, we have really, really good shed D that is in that ebook for those of you guys who are looking to get extra pressure out of it. So that's setup one. Super simple. Let's get into something a little bit more advanced. I'm going to still opt to user Telvin Smith in this situation. I'm actually going to want to do this AJ Bouye crossman on Hogan. Now, to put him in crossman, all I would do is Y twice. That adjusts my secondary members. Bouye is A at that strong safety position. Up on the right stick for man coverage, and then Hogan is X. Look at that. Now he's in man coverage with Hogan. However, with our coverage shell, we're extremely vulnerable on that right side, so we've got to start adjusting things. What I want to do is a little bit of a cover 3 cloud look, and immediately I want to put Leon Jacobs in a deep third right up the middle, and then the next adjustment is that I do need a deep third on that right side. I can opt to put a deep quarter, a deep third, or a deep half. All will cover that side. It's just a matter of how safe do I want to be. There's a deep third, there's a deep half, and there's a deep quarter. A quarter is the most vulnerable to getting beat. A half is the most safe. However, obviously, the most safe is not necessarily the best option. Personally, I would prefer to put a third out on the field when I'm facing gun bunch, though. Again, that is just YY, B, and then up on the left stick to put him in an outside third. And you can just read the rest of the options that are there. I said outside quarter and deep half. They're both on the right stick. You just follow the prompts that are given to you. And then lastly, we talked about what we want to do with Myles Jack. We can put him with right bumper, A, and then left on the left stick. That's a hard flat on the right side. If I want to put him in a cloud flat, all I have to do is click Y and then up on the right stick to play over top. Now this is a setup that I'm really liking because this is going to bag pretty much anybody's stock Pat Sale setup. Something that looks more like this, even with a drag with Gronkowski, they're pretty much going to have to check down right here because everything's just going to be bag-a-mundoed. Oh my gosh, it's a bag. We end up getting in on Tom Brady. And again, AJ Bouye is getting beaten a little bit in man coverage. Promise you in Mutt. Or even if I just put Jalen Ramsey over there, that would have been smart. He's not going to get beaten on that post route. It's basically just muscle memory and getting these adjustments down. And that's why we've gotten them all written. It's basically just muscle memory and getting these adjustments all down. That's why we have them written in the description. Now, I don't have to do it with just Bouye on X. I can actually do it with Ramsey on B or right bumper. I'm going to do it with Ramsey on B right here. So just quickly, I'm going to do a stock Pat Sale setup that we were kind of talking about that we'd see. Something a little bit like this. Motion outdoor set. And then we'll do our setup from right here. All it's going to be is the same thing that we talked about. Like this. Boom. Right there, we've got our cover 3 cloud, makeshift cover 3 cloud. You can always scoot Jacobs back if you're a little bit scared about him getting beaten if you have a slower linebacker. In Mutt, if you have Shaz or Bobby Wagner, those type of people, they're not going to get beaten over top. And the setup would look a little bit like this. You just want to bag Pat Sale one time. Oh my goodness. Like, look at how bagged that is right there. Not a chance anything gets open. Oh, and side note, I didn't even mention it last play. The reason why I put Davis in a quarter over here is because he's pressing. If he's pressing, he has to be in a quarter or he will get beaten over top. If he's in a third, Hogan can burn him right off the press. He has to be in a quarter like that. Or you can just baseline by clicking Y and right on the left stick if that's something you want to do every play. And for some reason, because I moved him earlier, he's not going to move now. And you can still play that third kind of like we talked about last time. And you can have the same sort of setup like this. Boom, right there. There's no exact setup, but what's important is practicing your adjustments so you can adjust to how your opponent's playing you. I want to get crossman on those routes that are really difficult for me to defend without a user, just using zones. So right there, I did just stock setup. I'm kind of actually maybe just showing off just how good this defense is in terms of shedding. But yeah, cover 3 cloud, that's version 2. The last version might be my favorite. The riskiest version of the defense, I really like this one. What we're going to do is we're going to baseline press, and this is it's definitely a risky version of the defense. This is what baseline press would look like. And it's a cover 4 with our safeties both in crossman. So it's going to be both the outside guys in quarters, which again, we talked about a little bit how to do that. That's YY, X, left on the right stick, YYB, left on the right stick. Gonna give us a shell like this. Then I want to man up my Y defender, Ramsey, and my A defender, Boye, on two different receivers crossman. So something that looks a little bit like this. And then I'll put Jacobs in a deep third, and I really want to scoot him back because this is such a vulnerable defense. And then you can do something even a little bit crazier. You can play a double hard flat like this, make your opponent really fight for yards here by playing hard flats and double cross man. And if they're looking to check down, they're likely not going to be able to with hard flats, and a lot of stuff's not going to get open with crossing patterns. Unless they're taking a true cover 3 bomb, this is not going to get burned. This defense is going to just lock them up. So again, here's what the shell looks like for right now. I'll just show what that looks like against a stock Pat Sale setup. I could show it against all sorts of other stuff, but oh shoot, snapped it with the wrong button. There we go. And I'm using it with Telvin Smith this left side. Just look at how bagged that play is. Oh my goodness. That's setup 4 right there. I just have to keep in mind I have to use her a flat. Something like that, or I guess I want to put Jack in a hard flat too. A lot of time I don't like playing flats when I run a really aggressive defense like this. I'd rather just keep him in a hook and use her a flat, but I kind of have to use her a flat in this situation. I would take this left flat and back to the middle if nothing goes out there. But again, it's just gonna absolutely bag all these common meta formations. Again, use your mind when you're adjusting. Who am I manning up? Why am I doing it? It's something you just need to get familiar with as you play Madden. So in review, what we just talked about. We talked about quick adjusting. To adjust your linebackers, you click right bumper twice, and then the icon, and then you follow the prompts. To adjust your secondary, you click YY twice, click the icon, and follow the prompts. It sounds confusing. Put it that way. It's not that hard, especially when you're talking a stock coverage defense like this. Now you can focus on just your coverage without having to worry about a blitz setup. That's what's really nice about this part of the ebook is the blitz is super simple to set up. It's something I could teach a rat how to do. Back to the review. First one was just a simple Tampa 2 and putting a hard flat on one side, kind of like that, and just using the middle of the field. This middle of the field, it's mine. Nothing's getting open. Boom, I'm baiting to X. Oh, shoot, vibrating. Wow, we actually didn't get any pressure there. Did I set up the heat? I might not have. Holy crap, he had a lot of time to throw. The first setup, remember, yeah, it's just something that looks a little bit like this. We're taking away both flats on the right side, and we're using in the middle of the field with a deep blue in the middle, just for a little bit extra protection. Next setup as I reset my play is that cover 3 cloud look with crossman. And remember, it just depends on who you end up crossmanning. Something like this is a perfect look for it. If I'm crossmanning the right of screen safety, I need to put my right of screen corner in a deep blue. I also like having cloud flats on this jack by playing over top, Y, then up on the right stick rather than a hard flat. Again, I'm using Telvin Smith. User in that middle of the field, trying to get, and I'll just run it against 4 verts just for the sake of against 4 verts of how I'd use her. 4 verts. I would come, boom, I'm coming to A. Waha, gotcha. Something like that. And then lastly is our kind of cover 4 crossman setup. It's still a cover 3 technically, but I like saying cover 4 because we're playing baseline press with deep quarters on the outside, and it just involves putting something a little bit like this out there. Quarters on both outside, middle linebackers in a deep third, and then we got crossman with both of our safeties and a hard flat on the right side. You want to talk about a coverage defense that will just bag somebody? Oh my goodness, I should have taken the flat there, but I was too worried about user in the middle. An incredible 3 set of plays. If you mix these in, you're going to absolutely lock up your opponent if you play online. Again, any questions, let me know down below. If you want to check out my offensive schemes video, that is up on the top of the screen. I also did put out a video on my channel of me using this defense in an actual gameplay. And if you want to take your game even further to the next level defensively, check out that ebook. It's in the description, guys. Anyways, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you like what you saw, and I will see you guys in the next video.